Guys, my name is AllieJones and I will be making my first ever Thanksgiving dinner all on my own this year, and I am completely excited about it. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this full glam Thanksgiving look. It's very warm and cozy and I feel like very full glam if you want to like show up and show out on your family. This is the look to do it in. I almost had to burp. Did you hear it there? I feel like it's very fall and dramatic and I'm here for it. So if you guys would like to see how I got this look, then please continue watching. So I'm first going to start off by priming my skin using the Peter Thomas Roth Skin to Die For No Filter Mattifying Primer and Complexion Perfector. And I tried this in my last video, I do believe, and I actually really like this, but I just put this on my T-zone as well as my chin to fill in any pores that I have. Now I'm gonna go in with the M.A.C Strobe Cream. I don't know which one this is in, but this is the little one at checkout that I got from Ulta. And I saw it there and I was like, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to try that. So I am going to apply that strobe cream right on top just to give my skin a little bit of luminosity. And I'm going to apply this using a M.A.C 141S brush. I got this brush when the Next to Nothing collection came out. This was the brush that you use with that face color. So I'm just going to kind of press that on the high points of my face. I don't know what it is, but I love the scent of M.A.C products. They like smell really good to me. I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation, and I am in the shade Y425, and I love this foundation. I did end up returning the Marc Jacobs foundation for this, and I absolutely do not regret it. I went back to go, you know, get my correct shade, and I went and got my correct shade and I wore it for the day, and my skin just, it didn't match at all. But I did hear that Marc Jacobs is kind of expanding that shade selection for that foundation, so I ended up just choosing this one, and this one matches my skin perfectly. I'm just applying this with a foundation brush. You can apply this with a beauty blender if you want to, but I do want kind of a full coverage look because we are, you know, we want to be glam, right? Moving on to concealer, I'm going to use the Urban Decay and Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer in medium neutral, and surprisingly I stopped using my Tarte Shape Tape for this. I actually enjoy the coverage of this. It's not Tarte Shape Tape like at all, like when it comes to coverage, but I really do enjoy this. I am going to let that sit a little bit. I did get this little trick from Jackie Aina. If you let your concealer sit on your face before blending it out, you will get a better coverage, and I have found that that is true, so thanks to Aunt Jackie for that. Now I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Studio Skin Shaping Foundation. I'm in the shade 3.0, but I'm just using the contour side, and I'm just going to use this today to contour up my face before using powder. Like I said, because we are doing a very full coverage, full glam look, I am going to use that first. First, I'm going to start off by blending out the contour with the Morphe M436, and I'm just going to blend that into my skin just so that concealer could set a little bit longer. If you do not have this stick foundation by Smashbox, you could totally just use a darker concealer to contour. I sometimes used to do that, but because I do have this kind of 2-in-1, it's super convenient for me. I do recommend trying out that foundation though if you're interested in a stick foundation, because I actually really like that foundation. Now that the contour is blended in, I'm gonna go in and start blending out that concealer. And I'm going to put a little bit of that on the inner corner of my eye as well, because I do have some darkness there. We are going to stop there on the face and move on up to the eyes. So I am first going to prime my eyelids with this Tarte Lid Lock eye base in Buff. I really like I don't know if you guys can see Bonnie, but she has awoken. I really like this eye base. So I am just going to apply this everywhere, also along the brow bone, and bring that down. I am going to be using two different palettes. The first one, we are going to get started with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. I'm obsessed with this. I have used this for some weeks now and I love it. The first shade that I'm going to go into is Unity, and I'm going to set that lid base all the way up to my brow bone. The next shade I'm going to go into is Saturn, and I'm using a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush. And I am just going to put that shadow on the outer portion of the eye very lightly, and then working into the crease on the outer portion. Actually, you know what? With that Saturn shade, I'm going to take that all over the eyelid. Even though it's going to get covered on the lid, I just want to see what I'm going to be working with. So, you don't have to do this, but, you know, it's just what I'm doing. I'm going to take the Natasha Denona Sunset palette. I know. What am I doing? I do not know how to pronounce the shade, but it is this shade right here, and I am just going to pop that on the outer corner, just to start deepening it up a little bit, but just a little bit. It's not much of a shade difference from Saturn in the Prism palette. I'm just going to put it a little bit more concentrated right there. With that same Luxie brush, I am going to go into the shade Parallel from the Prism palette. And it's just the deep brown shade. And I'm just going to put that on the outer V of the eye, winging it out. I am keeping that Parallel shade really close to the lash line, but it is totally up to you what you want to do with your wing. You could totally bring that up into the crease and like make it a big wing, but then again, it's just personal preference. Go in with Pyramid from the Prism palette. It is just this gold shade right here. I'm first going to go in with that and see what that looks like applied with my finger on the lid. Oh, that's beautiful. So I'm just going to bring that up onto the inner corner. And then swoop it in. While the tape is still on my face, I'm going to go in with the Marc Jacobs, what are these called again? The Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Eye Crayon in 42 Blacquer. And I have heard amazing things about these, but they're just like a twist up gel liner, and I'm going to put that where I put that brown shadow, and I'm just gonna blend this out to make it a little bit more deeper. Now it doesn't need to be neat because you are just going to be covering it with eyeshadow, but I do want this to be deeper and darker. Now I'm gonna take a small smudging brush and I'm just gonna smudge that along there. I did go ahead and take the tape off of my face just so we can start moving on back to the face. So I am taking the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, and I am just putting that on with a Morphe R13, and I'm just going to press that on into my skin and then brush it outwards. Also putting that on my chin and the center of my forehead and down the bridge of my nose. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the Makeup Forever Pro Finish Powder in 168, and I love this powder. I got this when I got the Makeup Forever liquid foundation and I'm obsessed. I'm using the Real Techniques multitask brush to apply this, and this is a powder foundation and it just adds a lot more coverage to places where I need it. To bronze up the face, I'm going to go in with this Arbonne Starlight Glow palette, and I'm going to take this shade down here, which is called, I want to say, it's either called Twilight or Meteor, so I don't know. I have to figure that out. So I am going to bronze up my face with this huge Morphe M527 brush, and I really like this powder for bronzing. It just looks so good. So we're not so much going to contour today. We're just going to bronze up the face just because I want everything to look glowy and pretty, yet, you know, full glam. So we're just gonna do some heavy bronzing. I'm gonna use that same Arbonne Starlight Glow palette, and I'm going to use the blush in that palette, and I am going to apply that with a Real Techniques Duo Contour brush, Duo Fiber Contour brush, and I'm just going to apply that to my cheeks, and then we're just going to work that back to the back of the cheek as well. I am going to highlight my face using the Becca Eyelights palette, and because this look is very, very warm, I am going to use a mixture of these two right here. I still don't know how to read the back of the sticker that's on the back of the palette, so yeah, I'm just going to use those two, and I'm just going to highlight where I would normally highlight, just the cheekbone area, and then on top of the brow bone, along the temple as well. Let's finish up the eyes. I am going to take the shade Saturn first, and I'm going to smudge that across my lower lash line. Such a pretty shade. And then now I'm going to take that gel eyeliner and then take that across there. So I'm just going to smudge that out, making sure that connects with that wing on top. You don't want any disconnect here. I'm going to take that Luxie brush that I've been using this entire eye tutorial and kind of just use that to smoke out this look even more. The mascara that I'm using today is the Arbonne mascara, and this is called the It's a Long Story mascara, and I really like this wand. It's literally like the perfect comb for your lashes. Now that the lash glue is dry on the lashes, I am going to be applying the Salon Perfect 614 lashes. These are definitely my favorite lashes, and they're drugstore, so they're really inexpensive, and they come in a pack of 5, which is nice. So if you are on a budget and you don't like spending money on lashes like myself, go and get you some 614s by Salon Perfect because they're perfect. Finally, we are here at the final countdown. Okay, no, not really the final countdown, but we are at the lip, the last and final step to completing this full coverage, full glam Thanksgiving beat. I recently have been using, well, incorporating the Marc Jacobs, what is this? Marc Jacobs, what is this? The Pout Liner Longwear Lip Pencil in Primrose. So I got this from Influencer in a Marc Jacobs box, And I totally forgot about this, and I was like, you know what? I know I have a Marc Jacobs lip pencil that is a beautiful, beautiful kind of pinky nude. Finally found that, and it goes perfect with that lip combo that I used in my last video. So I'm going to show you guys my new go-to favorite new lip look. So I'm going to go in with that lip pencil by Marc Jacobs. And what is this piece of skin hanging from my nose? Okay, so forget that there. But I am going to line my lips with that lip liner first. Now we're going to go in with the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Color Splash lipstick in Colada. Literally my new favorite lipstick. Like, oh my gosh, it's a perfect... I don't know if you guys can see Bonnie, but homegirl is making herself at home back there. Like I said, this is in Colada, and it is such a beautiful nude. You could totally stop there with the lip liner and lipstick. However, I'm going to make my lips extra poppin' with this Buxom lip cream in White Russian. Literally my favorite lip gloss from Buxom. Oh my gosh. This is so pretty. So this is the completed full glam Thanksgiving look. I am so into it. By the way, speaking of Thanksgiving, I will be making my first ever Thanksgiving like dinner all on my own. It's going to be completely vegan, besides the fact that I am going to be, you know, buying Eli a turkey because he is not vegan, but I am going to be making a complete vegan Thanksgiving dinner. And I'm so excited. So yeah, but this is it. This is the look. It's a super smoked out winged eyeliner, very warm, cozy. Makes me want to drink some apple cider, if you know what I mean. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video and cannot get enough of me, then please do not forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe down below as well. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget to follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram so we could become the best of friends. I think I'm just all over the place. I will let you guys go now, so peace out.